What's good, everyone? I'm here today on April 7th, 2026, with a trade recap on how I got brutally break-evened, brutally wicked out on my break-even, and then it ran to my TP, and now it's running to my overall draw. Damn. Um, I'm not upset about this. I went break-even where I was supposed to go break-even. I didn't. It's not like I went early break-even or something, broke a rule. No, I did exactly what I was supposed to do. And it's just unfortunate. This is like literally the best setup I've seen in a really long time. It was so clean, it was so obvious. Sucks that it didn't play out. But yeah, this is my first day on my live account. This I'm not trading minis on my live account. This is an eval. I'm still trading this same um lucid eval that I was. Damn, fucking yeah, it filled me like a point higher than where my break even was. So now my P&L is minus 20. Whatever. It doesn't mean anything. It's just an eval. I'm still using this eval, still, but I'm copy trading the live account with it. I'll show the P&L on the live account. I'll show it right now, actually. I'm gonna just have to blur out like the whatever. Here, live account. I'm gonna blur out the number because I don't want people knowing my account number. It was $1,000 live account. Took the trade with one micro on here. I'm just sticking to one micro while I get used to the psychology of being on live, whatever. Um, and yeah, 40 cents, whatever, break even. It counts as a break even. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna get into the recap. So coming into the day, I actually had no bias because let me replay it. Hold on. Let me replay it back to market open. I was extremely confused personally about bias, because overall I was bearish, or I am bearish overall because we are still trending down. And on here, this NQ1 contract, it looks like we want to take out this low. We took out the lows before it, but I don't know. I still feel like we want to take out this low. Um, However, we started retracing. We got a big retrace. We got a daily inversion. We should not be having this whole daily inversion if we're still trying to take out that low. So at that point, I was like, oh, maybe we want to come up, take out this high. But at the same time, I'm still bearish overall. But I was like short time frame bullish, but I was also short time frame bearish. At market open, before market open, we had a relative equal low with this hourly low over here. And we had an SMT with previous day high, whatever. So I was just confused. I was like, okay, we could see longs, we could see shorts. I wouldn't want to take any type of reversal trade, so I would rather just wait for the market to choose a direction, and then I will look for a continuation. And that's exactly what I did. We kind of chopped around at open and then started displacing lower. Um, Especially here, got huge displacement down towards this previous day low. I honestly thought that it would just get taken and me not get a setup, but it ended up leaving the low, and I was like, okay, perfect. I want to see a pullback. Now this 15-minute high or 15-minute fair value gap, I wanted to specifically short from this area because that was the high of the 10 a.m. open candle. I didn't want to take it from any lower 5-minute over here. I didn't care about that because I wanted to see it manipulate. Whether it was taken first on ES or on NQ, I don't care as long as it was taken. Now it first was taken on ES, but I didn't like this manipulation leg. It was just a weird leg. There was no liquidity sweep. So after we came down here, I wanted to see a resweep of the high, and that's exactly what we got. And we got an instant displacement through this 1-minute gap, and that's when I entered. Now everything was in line with this trade. I had my clear bias to being bearish towards this previous day low. We had the relative equal low with it. We got the valid pullback for my continuation model, and we also have these two internal targets of these two unfilled 5-minute gaps. Now, these two gaps, I always go for, I target the first, whatever the first internal target is, I TP there as long as it gives a 1-to-1. The first 5-minute gap did not give a 1-to-1, therefore I had to TP at the second one. So what I did was I went break even at the first one and TP'd at the second one. So what we ended up doing, price ended up doing, started coming down, took out this low. I went break even here. And then we kept going lower. I was like, okay, we're gonna hit this low. I'm good. I'm gonna hit TP. And then we just started going up, and we just get this random 50-point candle to the upside. Literally wicks me out, and then goes to my TP. It sucks. It really sucks, but it happens. That's just the game. It sucks that I literally called out everything perfectly, that it went all the way to this previous day low that I was targeting. But because, I don't know, maybe fucking Trump spoke or some shit, something happened, we end up getting a random 50-point candle. And it was a random ass candle because the rest of these candles are all like 10, 15 points. And then for some reason we get a 50-point one. But nothing I can do about it. I was supposed to be break even here. There was no reason for me not to be. And yeah. Now I could have done something like, oh, TP at the EQ of the range, something like that. But that's just me. Like, if I did that, that would just be me having like bad psych, not trying to TP at what I know I'm supposed to TP at. I never TP at like EQ of a range. I always TP at an internal target. EQ of the range is not an internal target to me. And I do expect us to run through all this and go towards previous day low. So why would I TP at an earlier thing if I expect it to go lower, which I was right about? I just got unlucky. Now something I did realize is that because my trade frequency is so low, that it's like I forgot what it feels like to be in a trade. So like I was panicking a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It didn't, thankfully, like I'm not mad that I was panicking because it didn't make me make any bad decisions. I didn't go break even early, I didn't exit early, I didn't mess anything up. I went break even. I entered when I was supposed to enter, I went break even when I was supposed to. And yeah. But because I forgot what it feels like to be in a trade, it was all confusing to me. I was tweaking a little bit, not gonna lie. And but that just happens. I guess what I need to do to fix that is, well, just continue trading, get into trades whenever I'm supposed to get into trades, and I guess continue back testing so I understand, like, okay, this is what a winning trade looks like. It doesn't just straight dump to your TP in one candle. It chops around, gets up candles, down candles, whatever. And yeah, no lessons learned today. Well, the only lesson is to learn that this is what a fucking perfect setup looks like. Literally everything, absolutely everything that I would have wanted to see happened in this setup. There was nothing better that I could have asked for. Everything was there. Just got unlucky with this break even because obviously my idea was right. I could not have done anything to avoid this break even other than not going break even. But what I have tested, what I have seen in backtesting, what I have seen with my own eyes is that doing this type of break even saves me in the long run. On good price action days, it would not have went all the way back up here. It would have just went through the low. So nothing to be mad about if I know that the thing that made me break even today saves me losses in the future. And yeah, obviously over screen time, over time, I build up more screen time, build up more discretion. I will be able to read the markets better, see, okay, what trade is more likely to just dump straight through, what trade is less likely to dump straight through and like maybe will chop a little bit, but it still has the same win rate. So then I can know which trades I can break even on, which ones I just shouldn't go break even on. But for now, I do not know that. I think this was a pretty valid break even. We took the all these lows. We hit the 5 minute. If market for whatever reason ends up wanting to be bullish here, it would have rejected off of this first 5 minute gap. And yeah, it happens. Would have been nice. It could literally, today was my first day on my live account. I deposited over the weekend, but yesterday was bugging out. It wasn't letting me place trades on it, so yesterday didn't count. Today was the first day that everything worked, and would have been nice if it was a win just to start it off. Would have been like $100, 50 points with one micro. That's $100. But it's all good. It happens. I did what I was supposed to do. I'm happy with today. Maybe if I had like, let's see, if I even had a better fill. If I had a fill right at the fair value gap, would it have been a 1-to-1? Yeah. Well, I didn't have that. There's no point in me trying to limit order the fair value gap if the close is right here. But if I was able to get a 1-to-1 to whatever, bro. If I was able to get a 1-to-1 to this low, I would have TP'd there. But I didn't, so I had to TP to here. I wasn't just going to extend it to a 1-to-1 mid-air, just because I don't do that, especially if I expect it to go way lower. I expect it to go all the way here. Why would I do an early TP here? But my RR is already low, so. But it's all good. I did what I was supposed to do. I'm happy with my performance. And yeah, nothing really to say other than I did good and got unlucky. And yeah, um, I I'm not really. I don't know if I'm gonna be showing at some like for the start, since right now it's just a 1K live account. I will be showing the P&L on it just for transparency. But at some point when it scales up, when I deposit more money into it, I'm gonna stop showing the P&L on it. I'll still show the P&L probably on like evals and funded, but not on the live account. Just so I like don't want any chance of it getting in my head. Me looking at P&L, me looking at account balance, stuff like that. Don't want it getting in my head. Seeing those numbers, those winning numbers, those losing numbers. I don't want it in my head. I'd rather just trade it and then 2-3 months from then look at it and see, oh, okay, this I'm up this much or I'm down this much, whatever it is. Instead of checking it every single day. For me personally, that's bad for my psyche. And yeah, that's it for the day. Um, I'm gonna post the whole entire execution and the whole like trade playing out. I screen recorded the whole entire trade, and I will be posting it on TikTok. My TikTok is in the bio, and I will put it up on the screen here. I only post trades that I take on it, just like the actual executions. And maybe I'll start posting other stuff to it. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna just continue doing what I'm doing now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys either if I take another trade this week, I will post another trade recap about it. Or if I don't, then I will just post a weekly recap at the end of the week. I apologize for not posting one last week. I completely forgot. Usually when I trade, there is like in my room or like in my basement. My setup is in my basement, and no one else is home or everyone else is sleeping, so I can just say whatever. No one in my family knows that I have this channel, so I don't want them knowing or hearing me. Uh, but last week everyone was home for the holidays or for the spring break. Uh, so I wasn't able to record it last week, and then on Friday last week, over the weekend I was busy. Literally had no time to go on my computer at all. I had to spend it. I was outside doing homework, whatever. So I apologize for that. But I took no other trades other than that break even that I posted the trade recap for. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next video.